Okay, so these are the instructions for anyone who has worked with Kath or myself, and we've told you to do the castor oil packs and the self-fertility massage. So I'm just going to go through a very simple, straightforward version of the massage and then show you how to do the castor oil pack. So you're going to do this, you can do the massage every day, that's absolutely fine. The castor oil packs I'll go through when you're going to do that, but the massage, don't do it if you suspect you could be pregnant. So if you're in a cycle where you could be trying to conceive naturally, don't do it after about maybe 5 days after you have ovulated. Or if you're on an IVF cycle, don't do it at all after egg collection. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. Obviously you'll be lying down, but I'm going to stand up just to show you. Dig in quite firmly from the pubic bone all the way up, and you're going to sweep and sweep. So I'm really pushing quite hard. I'm just sweeping upwards. And then you're going to go off to the side and up towards the belly button. So you're really going diagonally up and across. And then do the other side. And do this nice and slow. Do it slower than I'm doing, but just take care to think that you are giving yourself that love and nurture. You're looking after your body. You're doing this because you deserve it just as much as you're doing it to help your body to be well and healthy for pregnancy. You don't need to be able to believe that pregnancy is possible. You're just thinking, you know what, this is an area in my body that might need a little bit of attention. So you're doing 3 sets, all the way up the middle. Okay, so that's 3 sets in total, middle, side, side, and then you end in the middle. And then depending if you know you've got particular issues with tubes, you can really give a good few strokes to the tubes, but remembering that we never are, as those pictures say, with our uterus and our ovaries and our tubes. Often it's all a bit skew-if and you've got an ovary over here. So, you know, really you're just giving it that attention. And then I just want you to finish with some really deep. I'm really pushing quite hard, and I'm going from the belly button right the way down to the pubic bone. And I'm going clockwise. So me looking down, or from where you're looking at, from the mirror, it will be clockwise. Then to finish, find your belly button. Mine's in there. 3 finger widths. Then just put 2 fingers there and just press down really firm and hold it for about a minute, and just relax around the fact that you're pushing that in, okay? And that's an acupressure point for fertility. It's very good for just the flow, the blood flow, the energy flow. That's a really good one to do. Hold that for a minute and then do your pack. So get your castor oil. You can use a flannel, you can use a J cloth that you can throw away, you can use a kitchen towel, anything. It's up to you whether you want something that you're going to use over and over, something you don't mind getting trashed, or something you're going to throw away each day. So I've got like a little cloth, it's a little cotton cloth, but you can use, as I say, really anything. Don't worry about it being anything particular. If you're going to use something that you can throw away each day, you can just pour the oil straight onto the cloth and then chuck it when you're done. If you're using something that you want to reuse, like a cloth, flannel, J cloth, whatever, that you can use for about a week to 2 weeks before it starts to go a bit crazy, put your oil in the Tupperware, a nice good amount of oil. Then soak your cloth inside the oil. And you want really the cloth that's going to touch your skin to be totally saturated, okay? And then once you've really coated it in the oil, you can just wipe off the excess like that. Now this stuff really stains your clothes, so be careful. Make sure that you've got your clothes out of the way, and you're going to put it directly onto your skin. Okay, so I'm going to show you where. You can do this very low down, right over the sort of knicker line, pubic bone area. You're going to place it on, and then it's up to you. If you want to just cover it so that you're trying to limit the oil getting everywhere, you can put a little towel over, or you can even put a plastic bag, and then you just put your hot water bottle over the top, and you're going to relax for about 15 to 20 minutes, but no longer, because it's very powerful stuff and you'll get crazy side effects if you do it any longer than that. You can do it on the front. You can also do it on your lower back. So if you endometriosis sufferers, the lower back is really good, or if you know that your uterus is slightly tipped, particularly forward or back, then that will really, really help in terms of just getting access to everywhere where there could be scarring or where you want to boost that blood flow. So you can lie on your front and then reach round, put that right on the lower back, as low down as you can, sort of literally above the bum crack. That's where we're thinking. So lie there and have your relaxation, do that for 15-20 minutes, and do it. You can either do it 3 nights on and then 4 nights a break, and then 3 nights on and 4 nights a break, or you can do it every other night. Don't do it when you have your period, and don't do it if you think you could be pregnant. So if you're on a cycle where you're trying naturally, don't do it past about 4 days past ovulation. And if you're doing it to prepare for an IVF cycle, you can do it all the way up to when you start bleeding, but just do 3 days on, 4 days off. So you might only get 2 rounds of it in one cycle, but you know, that's absolutely fine. If you're worried that it's getting a bit close to ovulation, you can do it on the lower back. So with this cloth, if you want to keep it and use it again, you can just put it in your Tupperware, put your lid on, put that in the fridge. That will keep for at least a week. It does really well, and you'll know when it's gone off because it smells a bit crazy. So it's totally up to you if you want to do it that way, or just have a little bit of kitchen roll or a J-cloth and just chuck it away. So that's how it works. That's what we would like you to do. You will notice that your periods will change. Your first period might be a little bit sooner or a little bit later. It might be longer, it might be heavier, but what you're doing is you're cleansing that. The castor oil has ricin in it, and it literally, the body will treat it as a toxin. So when it feels it on the skin, it literally boosts the lymphatic system to purge it. So it will draw out lots of blood flow to push that away from the skin. And what that does is obviously gets everything moving, gets everything shifting. So it's very good breaking down scar tissue and just generally making the blood flow come. And with the massage as well, it's going to help your uterus get nicely into that neutral position, so it's going to be able to empty much more efficiently. So I hope that all makes sense. Any questions, get in touch with us, and happy castor oil packing. But yeah, try and enjoy it as a little bit of a self-nurture routine, and it will have much more benefit for you. If it begins to be a bit of a chore, then calm it down a little bit. Don't do it so often, or just have a little break from it, because it should feel like something that you're enjoying, the little ritual of it. Okay, so good luck and lots of love.